Hello and welcome back to Kuk Kittens, and it is DIY DP weekly. Yes, it's Friday. This is coming to you from the week before, so I'm filming ahead. So at some point in the last couple of videos I would have said I don't know if I'm going to get the videos done. Well, here we go, they are. I've spent my entire time off at home filming. Ridiculous. Anyway, this is what I'm working on. This is my cross stitch conversion. If you are brand new and you have no idea what I'm talking about, then here's a quick rundown. I have taken a cross stitch pattern and using a pattern, using Pattern Keeper, which is an app, I am converting it to a diamond painting. If you would like to know more, please do search for #DIYDP. You will get lots of videos telling you where to get your canvases from, how to work out what size you need, where to get drill, everything. It's all there. If you are brand new, welcome. If you want any information, please check in the description box below. It'll all be in there. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Grab yourself a drink, and even if you're not working on a conversion, grab your whip. Grab whatever you're working on and just use it like a whip and chat. Yes, perfect. So this is 128 by 61.25 centimetres. I am working with two canvases, two large canvases, and then I have a smaller canvas coming which will be split into two to make the two bottom sections. So it'll be in pieces. I'll put it together when I want to put it up. So this is called the Stained Glass Lord of the Rings. It is actually the Hobbit story. That will only matter if you are like me and you're a bit of a Lord of the Rings geek. But anyway, I digress. So I'm going to open my chart. So cancel, I didn't want to do that. Open chart. So I already have this prepped for my next square. I've got one there, look, which I've took off, which needs to, that one, no, that one. I have a pen somewhere. Right, hold on, let me put that down because that's just too difficult. Right, so I've just, that one there, clear, because we want to take that off, and then them two there. Oh my God, that was way harder than it needed to be. Okay, so I have my 3 by 3 square section, which is on here. That's how I like to work. That's the sort of size that I like to work with. So that said, if you hear any noise in the background, it is either a child, or not a child, an adult child, my mother, the two dogs, could be anybody, but I'm just making you aware that there could be. If you are coming back and you are a DIY DP fan, you know all the score, you know this. So all I'm going to ask through this course of this video for the rest of it is, if you can like the video, I would really appreciate it, because that's going to get more people to my page, to my, not page, to my to my channel. Oh, we're off to a good start today. Yes, if you could like the video, that would be really helpful. If you could comment, that will also help. It also gets stuff seen, so that can help. If you can oh, why have I got that? I need a bit of putty. If you can subscribe if you haven't done so already, that will also be really useful. Now I am using, she says, not taking breath, I am using mainly spare drills for my project, which is the whole reason I started doing the project in the first place is because I wanted to use these spare drills up. I can't bear the thought of just chucking them away. So what else am I using today? I am going to be using I'm going to use this colour today. You're all going to sit there and you're going to go, what is that colour? I know, right? It's beautiful. Like a kingfisher blue. It's got that tone of bluey purple in it. It is a tray. It is a colour that I had contemplated doing at some point, but it's quite dark, so I'm not overly, I don't like dark colours, but I'm going to use it today. So please don't go searching on the Etsy shop for these. There aren't any, but if you like the colour, let me know below. That would be really helpful. I am also going to be using one of the Diamond Art Club pens. Now this is a twist and pick pen. I have just coated it with poly foam because I'm extra and I like to be different. No, it's to make it a little bit softer. I actually do like this, but I'm going to refill my multi-placer with some fresh wax because I have been using this as my pen for my ABs, which incidentally it is fabulous for. It is a really, really good wax to use for ABs, but don't tend to use it as a pen. Today I'm going to, because I can. Why not? So I am going to stab that like so, and I am going to then just push it in, and I'm going to run my nail across the whole length of that to take the excess off. I am then very carefully going to pop the excess back in there. That is all you need. So got fresh wax. I've just took a bit of my gel polish off. Fresh wax in the multi-placer, so that should be all nice and new. And then on the single placer, you may not be able to see very clearly, but you have got this twist action. I'm just going to twist it a little bit, just a little bit. There we go, just so it pokes above the top. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape that bit off. And that's purely because it could have the residue of those ABs on there. Now you want to have that completely flat to the top. If you have any extra, you will end up with drill sticking. So that's what I'm using today. I'm using my twist and pick pen. I'm not even sure I've got one close by that I can show you what it looks like, just in case I haven't, you know. I haven't even got one that hasn't got this on. I apologise. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use that today. So first of all, I am going to decide where I am going to start. Now, generally, if I'm diamond painting, I would start in the bottom left-hand corner. Seems like a good place to start. But what I need to do is try and get some areas of blocking later on. I want to get all the itty bitty bits done. I hope that you are well. I hope that you've had a good week. And I hope that life is treating you as well as can be expected. I am here today with positivity galore. It's my new mantra. It is my new mantra. Now I do have a mix of colours. Perfect, look at that. I have a mix of shades in here, so I'm going for the darker ones, so I may not always be able to multi-place. But if I can, you know I will, right? I just don't want to spend too much time fiddling around. So I want one more. So yeah, this 2025 for me is about seeing the positivity in everything. I am, in general, quite a positive person. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not perfect. Do I get cross? Hell yeah. Do I lose my temper sometimes? Absolutely. Do I get so cross that I could throw a wet fish at someone and smack them in the face? Absolutely. What I don't do though is I don't dwell on it. Okay, so, and especially this year, I decided that 2025, it's okay to be cross with things. It's okay to be upset with people. But what isn't okay for me is to hold on to a grudge. Okay, it's not healthy. So I don't. Okay, life is what it is. If you are losing things or jobs or people or situations, it's because those things no longer serve you. Let them go. As Elsa would say, just let them go. I've had to do this quite a lot recently, and while it's never nice, you have to think, you know, when you're in a situation, you have to think to yourself, has that situation taught me all I need to know? If the answer is yes, then you're on to a winner. Let's face it. So that is where I'm going. So even when it seems like it couldn't get any darker, I am looking for the positives in that situation. So not saying personal situations, but let's say that, you know, somebody in the family has got really bad news. That person may reach out to you and say, look, I'm just ringing to let you know about this really bad news. Look on the flip side of that. Yes, it's really bad news, but it gives you an opportunity to support that person. And it also gives you an opportunity to spend time with that person or talk to that person. You may not have had that time before, because let's face it, we've all got lives. We've all got lives to live. And it's very easy to sit there and go, oh, you know, I haven't seen that person. It's very easy. Time goes fast. So don't sweat it. Do you know what I mean? Don't sweat it. If you get the opportunity to spend time with that person, then so be it. I have got friends, like my best friend. We've known each other for like, Jesus, it must be like 30 years now. And I very rarely go more than 3 weeks without seeing her because she has her eyebrows done. But prior to me doing eyebrows, I hadn't seen her for about 10 years. And yet she walked in and we caught each other up on family news. All was well with the world. You know, it is what it is. She works, I work, I've moved, she's moved. Relationships have started and failed and ended and begun again and all of that good stuff. So yeah, don't hold grudges, it's fine. So I didn't think I was going to get this video done. I honestly looked at the beginning of the week and thought there is no way that I can get all of next week's videos done this week. And that's what I didn't want, because I am away at the weekend. And I didn't want to, I want to spend that time with Ashley. You know, let's face it, he's more important than YouTube is. So my only recourse was to try and get as many videos done as possible and to take into account. So not only have I had to do this week's videos, to you, this is last week's videos, because I'm talking to my future self. Not only have I had to do the videos for the week I'm currently in, I've also had to do the videos for next week as well, because I'm not at home this weekend to do them. So it was either get them done or don't do them at all. Luckily, I've managed to get them done. Now, some of this is because I am procrastinating. Today, it is Wednesday. And on a Wednesday, I do the food shop. So I need to do the food shop because that hasn't changed just because I'm off work. But, oh, can't go food shopping just yet. I need to do this video first. procrastinating. I'm very good at that. So that's what I'm doing. I thought, okay, let's get a video done so that you have got something to watch. And right, let's do those because I've got quite a few. Yeah, let's get this video done, and then I'm not going to stress. I can chill out at the weekend knowing that there are videos there. Everybody is good. Right, so I've got a mix of dark and light in here as well, so I'm going to go for the dark ones. I've said this so many times about me mixing drills, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I don't colour match drills, or it's not colour matching, is it? It's more tone matching. So I don't match tones with save drills. If they're that number and they're a basic, you know, if the colour I'm looking for is brown and it's the same DMC number and they are brown, I will just chuck them in. And I will gauge which ones I'm using when I do this. I just pick out the tone that I've got the most of. So in this instance, for this section, hold on, I'm having an issue with my putty. In this instance, I have got enough of this darker tone, which matches this, to do all of this section with this colour. So that's what I'm doing. In the next section, I might not. And if I don't, I will then use the lighter colour. It really will not make that much difference. Now, if you are doing a face or something important like that, then please make sure you pick one tone and you stick with it. But this canvas that I'm doing because I love Lord of the Rings and because I didn't have a Diamond Art Club Lord of the Rings. However, I do now have a Diamond Art Club Lord of the Rings, but because I'm so far through this, I'm halfway now. I don't want to quit. Now, is there a chance that this will not go up on the wall? Yes. In short order, yes. But I've had so much fun doing it, so it's never going to be a loss, is it? It's never going to be a bad thing. So if I've got sections, as long as the colour in the section matches, I'm not as fussed. And I learnt this from doing the last one. I had multi-tones of green in her skirt. It made not a jot of difference. And the beauty we've got with conversions is they do tend to be confetti. I will say what I've learned from doing this one is I probably would refrain from buying certain ones that I really love just from random stores. I love Heaven and Earth because their rendering is so good. So if I really wanted something, I would probably check there first, because you know you've got the quality. Incidentally, just to say my condolences to Michelle from Heaven and Earth on the loss of her daughter. Absolutely tragic. Absolutely tragic. Such a young age as well. So thoughts are with you, Michelle, if you ever watch this. I think it's unlikely, but you know. Somebody may watch it that knows her and will then pass that message on. I did comment on the post when she put the post up, but just in case. Right, so I've nearly got all of these. That said, my next Heaven and Earth project is from Heaven and Earth, and it is a... Well, I say that, you see, because what happens is I see these projects and then I save them, and because they take a little bit longer, by the time I get around to starting a new one, I can then change my mind. So I'm not promising. I could change my mind and get something completely different by then. So let's nix that and not say what the next project would be, because let's face it, I could change my mind 60 billion times before we ever get there. Okay, that's that colour done. Let's find our next one. Not that one, so we've got a few of those. Let's do that one, 801. So I am using a... I was going to have a look. I did have a set of... Where did I put that set of trays? Oh. So for those of you that are interested, and especially if you're new, I do have my own trays. Okay, they are called Kuk trays, basically kitten up kitten. For those of you that speak Afrikaans, I believe it's a swear word. Not going to say sorry, it's amusing. But I do have a selection of trays. There is a link in the description box for Etsy. We've had a little bit of a upturn again. So I'm quite happy with that because business has been slow. But you have choices. Okay, so I'm going to get this colour out. Let me get this colour out first and then I will go through the reasons why. Well, let's do that. Let's go through the reasons of what size tray. Now, this particular colour is so limited that one person, no, two people. Right, that's in the wrong place. Right, no, it's there. That one's in the wrong place. That's better. It's nice when you can pick out mistakes so easily. Oh, I've got one missing there. Oh, in that case, that's probably where the confusion's come in. So I'm going to cheat and I'm going to put that one in there just because it's almost the same colour, so it's not going to make much difference. Do not do yours the same way I do mine. I am so bad at cheating on my canvas. There's no other word for it. I just cheat. You, of course, can be as particular as you wish. Right, let's do that. So, can I suggest, bearing in mind that these don't have stoppers in because they're off the machine. So first of all, we have the mini. The mini tray is absolutely perfect if you are doing something like this. Perfect size. This one is not a good tray. It needs throwing away. But it's a lovely size because you're only going to have a few drills at a time. So that's the mini. This is the new logo. Then we have the standard, which is this size, which before we got the larger size, I absolutely loved. Again, it has got the KUK logo on the lid. I love the fact that these trays have got a lid, and these two are very similar, just different sizes. Then last of all, and this is the different one, there are many places you can find this design without the lid design. You know, you can get it anywhere, but this is ours alone. So this is the XL tray, much bigger. No spaces at the end of each line, so you're not going to get drills stuck in there. You've got a nice blank portion here if you're one of those people that likes to have them sit in all your extras. Beautiful lid, and obviously a different stopper. The XL and the standard can be blinged up, so like so. The mini, however, cannot because it's too small. If you are interested in trays, there are trays on my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box below. Just thought I'd get that in there. Just a nice time to do it. However, you will not find this colour. Unless loads of you go, oh my God, Sam, I want that colour. I tell you why I struggle with it. Because when you get the darker colours, it's harder to see. And, you know, I struggle as it is. Without having... But with this one, I haven't got that many dark colours. So I figured I could get away with it. But for intents and purposes, I am using the standard tray today. I don't have an XL in this colour. But it does depend. If enough of you go, oh my word, I need that colour. I tell you who has got one of these trays. I think I sent one to the lovely Betsy as a thank you for her generosity in donating diamond paintings. And Penny at Cal Sparkle has got a set. She's got this one and the mini, and that's it. So if you love this colour, please comment below. I had been thinking, I'm going to talk, no I won't actually, I'll do that on the group. I was going to talk through a plan, but I'll do it on the group, because do you know what, I haven't shared anything on that Facebook group properly yet, so I will share that idea on there. Because let's face it, if you're joining a group, you want to know stuff, don't you, before other people do. So we'll save it from that. So forget I said anything. I will carry on dotting. Right, so that's those done. So I'm now going to come across and do this middle one. It's very much, when I first start, it is very much about finding the patterns. So you've got to count a little bit more when you've got less on this section. Once you get going ahead a bit, you can then use the patterns left by the spacing. Hopefully that makes sense. 3, excellent. I am sure by the time you watch this video, I will already have been back at work for a week, ready for another bloody break. No, up one. So that one there. Now luckily all of these drills are the same, so I'm guessing they are probably ones that I got from Brenda at Syllaba, which means that I can multi-place those few. Have to say the pen and the putty is working really well. Now I know that this pen, because it's a hard plastic pen underneath this, it would hurt my fingers after a while because of arthritis, and because I've got a little bit there from using, it would hurt after a while. So having that polymer clay over the top, that sleeve, really does make a difference for me. I'm quite impressed at the putty, to be fair. But we'll see how we go. See how we go. The issue I have with this pen is the same as the cheap pens. They're too long. So like if you take, this is one of my longer ones. If you take, it's a bit shorter. If they were just a bit shorter, they'd be perfect. All right, let's find another. Let's do that one because that's a nice colour as well. So let's do those. I think this colour, I found it under a teal, and I haven't done sort of silk trays yet. And it's a beautiful colour, but I didn't know if it would sell because of how dark it is. I don't even know where I've put it, to be fair. But yes, by procrastinating, I am putting off going food shopping, which is fine because I can do it after. Once I'm home again, I can put my feet up. Tomorrow, I have a friend coming over for coffee. She's gluten intolerant, so I've had to buy some special biscuits. I could have made some, but I can't bother to get everything out. So I bought biscuits and cake that's gluten-free, just so I can make out that I entertain all the time, which I do not. At all. So yes, it's Wednesday. Like I said, I'm off work. I had a lay-in this morning. I didn't get up until about 9:15. The eldest is off work because they worked all last week and did extras. So he's got some time off. The youngest obviously doesn't work at all. She just relies on mum and dad to fund her existence. And the last time I spoke to my mother, she was going to have a nap. So it is just me. I will say there's no rush for me to go food shopping, to be fair. I can go at any point today. But I will have much more fun going if I know this video is done. Now, I'm not going to get dressed. I'm going to get dressed in stuff that looks like I'm dressed. Because wearing a bra is not an option today. Wearing a bra isn't an option any day if I can get away with it. So we want that one there. And one in there. This is going very well for a change. Again, these drills are all very good. So I'm guessing they are probably syllable drills. Well, they're either syllable drills or they're Diamond Art Club drills, but I think they're syllable ones. They're one of the colours that I ordered. Because I do order drills, mainly to keep me in mainly so that I can do the event, because I don't get through paintings quickly enough or in the colours that I need fast enough to just rely on my spares. Well, certainly not at the minute anyway. So yes, every 6 months I have a bit of a check through and go, oh, I haven't got any of those, I better order them in. And I like Syllable because she's quick. Although I will have to say I ordered both Syllable drills and Diamond Art Club kits on the same day, and they both arrived on the same day, which is phenomenal if you think that Diamond Art Club is in the States. Phenomenal. So I was very pleased with that. Right, 3. I did see my granddaughter on Saturday. I think I said in another video that we went to the toy shop. She's so random, and I know that she gets it from me. Like, she literally sat there and she started singing. So she was like, and like, my daughter just went, are you singing The Lion King? And she's like, yes. So then we were arguing about what the actual words were. It was hilarious. She's so funny. You see, I've missed one there as well. There should have been a dark one there. So now I need a dark drill. So what would be the sensible thing? I'll show you. Because this is what Pattern Keeper is good at. So let me get rid of those. I very rarely, like, I've used a standard tray for the last 2 videos I've done on here, but I very rarely use a standard. I normally just go for, so what I'm going to do, it's 801. I've tapped on it and it tells me it's 801, so I'm just going to get 801 and I'm just going to add 1 in. I've obviously missed it somehow. So for the first time in forever, I have actually got the correct colour in the right place. Normally, I just use whatever next art one comes up. You know, I'm really not that fussed. I'm really not. Right, 3, 6, 8, 7. We only need 2. So I am going to pull those out. There we go. Lovely, lovely pink colour. So we've got 1 here. Yep. Oh, that didn't want to stick. Excellent. Right, next. A few of those, 920. Still got some lovely oranges in this section. And I hate food shopping. The problem I've got as well is I've got to double up because me and Ashley are going away on Friday. He's got Friday and Monday off. So he's just said to me, get some bacon so we can have bacon sandwiches in the morning. Hell yeah. Because he does it on a gas barbecue. So looking forward to that. It means that he always cooks breakfast. Love it. So yes, need to get that, but I also need to get like double bread and butter and all that sort of thing. And then I have to try and hope that people don't eat the stuff we're taking away with us. We will probably just buy each day. We will just buy dinner for that day. I doubt very much we'll be going out for a meal unless there is a local pub nearby that allows dogs, because we're going to have both dogs with us. But we'll see. We're trying to make the most of funds before we switch over onto this mortgage, because damn is it expensive. Right, that's that colour. Oh, quite a few of those. Let's do those as well. So yes, I'm feeling very confident because it means that this video is the last of the following week. So when I get back, I will have the evening and potentially the weekend to film for the next lot. This routine thing, I should have done it sooner. Should have done it before. So yeah, it is good. I am happy. Let's get rid of those. I'm just getting them to line up. I mean, I don't need too many, but on there. So now I'm looking for these patterns to plot where my drill goes, which makes it easier once you start getting those colours in. I have noticed that I actually do tend to start with the darker colours sometimes, but it does vary very much on what that section is. Why a 900 drill section, I hear you say? Because it's the perfect size to fit in my screen and be big enough for me to see easily. Pure and simple. And 900 drills a day when I'm doing the event is quite good. So it's a nice, easily managed section for me. So that's kind of nice. Opportunity to, so we missed two. I'm loving using this pen. I am. And it's not like I haven't got any. I've got a few. So what I might do is find out the, yeah, especially on this, I might have to find another one out just to keep it out for doing this particular thing. I also quite like it to take it away because it's easy to fill with the putty and the weather doesn't affect the putty quite as much as it affects wax. Like, I'm saying it like I use wax. I never use wax, but you know what I mean. But we will see. I mean, I do this. I'll do this. I'll use the putty for a bit. I'll use the pen for a bit and then I'll go back to my pens. I always do. You know, at the end of the day, my pens are made to fit me. There we go. That's 842. Right, next colour. Oh, a few of those, but let's get those. 3045. Far too many. Far too many. Drinking my coffee as well. Oh, I tell you what was nice. It was lovely. I caught up today on a few videos from Diamond Painting Nerd. I left her a comment and everything. It was lovely to see her back. I'm glad that she's on the other side now. So that was good. So I did actually, not only did I sit and watch Claire's videos, Diamond Painting Nerds videos, I also watched one of Admiral Seth's as well, which I haven't done for a long time. I think it was, she was prepping. So, you know, if I'm going to watch anything, it'll be a kitten up. Because you know I love a kitten up. Right, that's that square. So let's get to... Desperately waiting for these canvases to turn up that I ordered. But, you know, it's AliExpress. It says they're in the country, so it could be any time. At least I can unbox them then. And then I need to do some maths to work out how big I need to cut them into for my sections on this one. One there and one there. So miss two and there's one there, and then we miss one and there's one there, and then we want three. So yeah, definitely, if you are a putty fan, the twist and stick pen is perfect. Now, if only I had 9 or 10 plastic places, but I don't. So that's the only thing that would put me off using. I don't know if metal multi-places fit in the end of this. Where did you come from? Get back in. Right, so that one's, I've got a drill stuck to my finger. That one's done. Let me have a look. Let me see. If they fit. Yes, they do. The issue is sometimes putty doesn't last very well in metal tips though. You know, these are a 7, so it's not like I can't multi-place enough. I can. But if I was doing large sections, I'd want to be multi-placing a 9 or a 10. That's probably as high as I've gone. I've never been tempted to try higher. But doable. So there you go. I'm loving this pen. I'm loving this pen today. I'm loving it even more because it's cushioned, but already. So I've just done this little bit and already here I'm starting to get some pain. And that is just because I've got arthritis. I don't know why it does it. I don't know why having a shorter pen makes it easier. I don't know. It just does. There's that one. And we've got that one. So let's tick that off. So I think I am going to call it quits here. Because I do need to go and get this food shopping. And once I've got the food shopping, because it's a Wednesday, I usually buy a chuck it in the oven pasta dish. Which makes dinner really easy for me, so I can have a nice easy night. Me and Ashley have just finished watching Alone, which was actually quite good, but we've got a couple of other things. Pottery Throwdown, there is now a full season, so we can go back and watch that. There's a couple of things that we'd really like to see, so it means that this evening I can, you know, sit and watch TV with my hubby. And then he's only got tomorrow to work. And then we can go away Friday morning. And not come back till Monday. It will be bliss. I would like to say that I haven't heard from my bosses, but I did. Tuesday morning, 8:30. Haven't answered. I'm on holiday. I'm not answering you. Anything you might need from me, we can discuss when I'm back at work. Because that's how jobs work, isn't it? That is how it's meant to be. If you're taking a break from your job, you don't want your job messaging you or emailing you about work further on. No, I'm off work. Don't ask me. Okay, so that's it from me. I'm going to continue with this up until I finish my coffee. And then I'm going to go food shopping. Thank you for joining me for today. Like I said, if you do like this colour, pop a message below. There's also this colour, which is, obviously these would have this logo on, not that logo. But yeah, pop a message below if you love it. Let me know. Thank you for joining me. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten.